Hey, if you are a small home services business owner, I'm talking insulation, roofing, HVAC, and solar, and you feel like your marketing and your spending on advertising is out of control, I'm here to help you with that today. This is something that you can implement today that's going to give you a totally different picture of your business and let you know if it's healthy or not and if you are going in the right direction. If you don't know me, I'm Barb McGowan. I'm with MeetEmma.io, and I'm a marketing nerd, and I'm here to share all that knowledge with you in a really digestible format so that you can figure out if you're throwing money down the drain on advertising or if you're in a good spot. So I'm going to share with you this lead and ADL tracker. If you don't know what ADL is, hang tight because I'm going to explain it and why it's important, vital to your business. These are the numbers that can make or break your business, and this is going to give you a really quick check of if you're making or breaking. So I'm going to give you this tracker. If you want it, you can just leave a comment and I will send that over to you. Let's dive right in. So I built this for one of my clients so that he could start tracking some of these numbers in his business and basically know for certain if his marketing spend was like from an overall perspective. So I'm not talking about like just Angi leads or just Facebook ads or whatever he was spending money on, but as a whole. So know whether you are underwater with your advertising or if you're in a good spot. So what I had him do was start tracking every lead that came in. So let me take you over to this sheet, which obviously these are fake names, but these are the dates that this lead came in. And so this is the lead source. So that could be Angi, Thumbtack, Facebook ads, customer referral. Maybe they just found you through a Google search or Google business profile, whatever the case is. But this column right here is super important because some of you might not be tracking just the leads, right? Just the people who are contacting your business but aren't booking an estimate with you. And that's actually very important to track. And we're going to talk exactly why that is in just a second. But make sure you're tracking every single person, every prospective customer that contacts your business. So I'm not talking about like spam calls or people calling to check on their job application or whatever. Simply just tracking the people who are in your service area and are calling about a service that you actually offer. Whether or not they book an appointment, that's what you want to consider lead. An estimate is obviously somebody who has scheduled an estimate. So going back to the tracker here. So this column just provides a really quick, easy narrative so that you can look at where the volume is coming in, what kind of month it was for you. So May was very slow for this client. They had 33 leads come in via phone, 6 via Angi, 3 via Networx. Your numbers obviously might look different according to, the different platforms that you use. So this is the number of leads. So once again, I left notes up here. If you hover over any of these cells that have the little yellow triangle, that's going to give you more information on what you need to know to fill in that cell. So leads is the number of potential customers who contact your business, whether or not they book an estimate. Excuse me. Estimate sent. So this kind of might be a little bit tricky, but it's good to keep an eye on this number, even though it's a lag indicator. So what I mean by that is there's lead indicators and there's lag indicators. You might be sending estimates for jobs for estimates that were from the previous month, right? So maybe the customer was thinking it over and then they're like, okay, yeah, send me the estimate. On the flip side, you could be sending estimates that the job won't close for 2 months, So take that with a grain of salt, but it is a good thing to track. And then jobs won, obviously that's the number of jobs that you closed in that month. Referrals, that's all your referral sources. So if you have partners like other contractors or just anyone who's sending you referrals, you want to track that. And that could be customer referrals or other contractors or other partners that you have a relationship with. So lead increase month over month as a number. So this is just how many more or less leads that you got compared to the previous month. So this is just going to show you trends over time. It's not, a deal breaker. If you happen to be down 1 month, you might have a really busy month like July. And then you might have a slower month in August or whatever the case is, depending on seasonality, what type of industry or like the trade that you're in. And then lead increased month over month as a percentage. So this is telling you got 121% of the leads that you got the previous month, 286%. So obviously July is busy for this client. Slowed down a little bit in August and September, so on and so forth. Obviously, December is dead for most people. The next column is marketing spend. So you can pull this out of QuickBooks or whatever accounting software that you use. It's critical to know this number. So that starts with the data that you're putting into your accounting software, QuickBooks, whatever it is. And the information that you pull out of your accounting software is only as good as the information you put in. So if it's not you, you need to have somebody assigned to making sure that that information in your accounting software is attributed to the right source. So don't just let everything go into be categorized as like job materials or, training or, something crazy where it doesn't belong there. It needs to get properly reported so you have an idea of where your dollars are actually being spent in your business. These numbers just pulled straight out of QuickBooks. Your actual revenue, same with that. And that should be something that you are tracking every month anyway. But that lives right here. Marketing budget. So your marketing budget is going to depend on a lot of factors. It could be anything in the range-ish of 6 to 12% of your revenue. If you are a well-established company that has been around forever, you're not offering any new services, you're not expanding your service area, and you don't have a lot of competition around you, your marketing budget's going to be a lot lower because you don't need to do as much to, have customers reaching out to you because you're kind of the only one around. If you are brand new to an area, let's say you just opened a second location or just expanded to a new service area or you're offering a new service, if you go through a rebrand like this client actually is in about a month, anything like that where you need to get your name out there more, you need to get seen by more people, that's going to increase that. And it could be all the way up to 10 or 12%. But you need to know what that number is, and that needs to be strategic. You can't just pick a number out of the hat and be like, oh, I'm going to spend this much. And if you need help figuring out what your marketing budget should be according to some of those factors, leave a comment and I will happily make a video diving deep into your marketing budget. Excuse me. This is an automated column. So percent to budget. So this takes whatever your budget was for this month and compares it to how much you actually spent. So the cells are automatically going to change colors depending on if you're above your budget or overspending or if you're below it. Your company ADL. Okay, so we talked about ADL a little bit ago, and I'm going to go into a little bit deeper why that's important. So ADL stands for average dollar per lead. The way you calculate this is your revenue, right here, your actual revenue, and dividing that by the number of leads that you got. And the reason why you want to track this is because that's going to give you an idea. Every time someone contacts your business, a potential customer, whether it's through social media, they give you a call, whatever the case is, you can use this number to average what your revenue is going to be based on your lead flow, right? So basically, the more people know about you, the more exposure you're getting out to people, and the more that they're reaching out to you and contacting you, it's a numbers game, right? So it's like going to Vegas. If you know that the odds of winning on a particular slot machine are like 1 in 10,000, let's say, if you spin the wheel 1,000,000 times, you're bound to get a certain revenue from that, right? Maybe that's a weird example, but the point being, you're spinning the wheel every time a lead contacts your business. And so if you have an idea of what your company ADL is, number one, you can see if it's trending up or down. And number two, you can estimate what your revenue is going to be based on the volume of people who are contacting your business. So it's very important to know that. Next, we're going back into a pure marketing metric, which is cost per lead. That's your marketing spend, this number here, divided by the number of leads for that month. So this is your cost per lead. Then we have your allowable cost per lead. So this is your ADL times your marketing budget as a percentage. So if you're getting confused, don't worry, all these cells are automatic, and so they're just gonna be plug and play. You don't need to worry about putting any formulas in there yourself. But why this is important, this is basically saying for every lead, the value of every lead, which is the company ADL, so $28.88 for this particular client. If I'm spending more than $202.17 to acquire a lead, So if that's Facebook ads, if that's Google ads, whatever the case is, if I'm spending more than $202.17 to acquire them, I am losing money. Like I'm overspending, in other words. So this number is extremely important, and that is how you calculate it. The ADL times your marketing budget as a percentage. So as you can see, the cost per lead was higher than the allowable cost here, lower here, so on and so forth. So that's going to give you a very good insight into the health of your business and how effective your marketing is. If you didn't join me on the call or on the video the other day, I talked about marketing KPIs for specific channels. So that means, how is my Angi leads marketing channel doing? Like, how is my allowable cost per lead and my cost to acquire those leads and those customers? What does that look like for each individual channel? So if you missed that, I put the link in the description. Definitely check that out. These two things in combination are really going to help you get a grasp on your marketing, so you can know which channels you need to dump. It might be Angi. Maybe it's Facebook ads, maybe it's Google ads, whatever the case is, but it's going to give you a much better idea from a big picture perspective, like this spreadsheet, all the way down to each individual channel or each individual way that you're advertising. So I hope that's not too confusing. I hope that makes sense. Like I said, I would love to give you this tracker, and this is going to help you look at your costs for marketing on a monthly basis and see if you're on the right track. And then again, you can collect leads here, and it's just a super simple form. You just put the customer's name, the lead source, if they're a lead, or estimate. And that way you're going to have a way better understanding of the metrics, the numbers behind your business, and what is working and what's not. So if you have any questions, you can definitely leave a comment. If this is helpful for you, and if you want me to do different topics, please leave a comment, because I would love to help you solve the problems you have going on in your business. A couple things I want to mention. Number one, if this seems like a lot of work, we have a platform, meetemma.io, that will automate all of this for you. This is just one piece of what we can automate for you. If you're interested in that, or if you want to just learn more about how me and my business partners can help you out, you can book a call. Thank goodness it's Friday. Book a call at the first link down in the description. You can also talk to our AI consulting bot built with ChatGPT. We specially built this for you, the small contractors out there who want to learn more about how your business is doing. And so she is built in a way that you could just talk to her like you're talking to a friend. She's going to ask you questions, and you get to get insights from her about your business. So if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Feel free to like and subscribe if this is valuable. And if you want to see more content that's marketing strategies, AI, and automations that will help you get more customers, make more money, and work less with less stress. I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm going live for 30 days straight. So if you have any topics you would like me to cover, holler at me. Have a good week.